"You're Noah," she said. "How do you—" She stepped closer. "Because I remember you." A pause. "My name is Isla." The name hit him like thunder. "I know you," he whispered. She nodded. "But I don't know why." They found a console, dust-covered, barely functional. Noah rerouted power manually, bypassing damaged protocols. Isla typed fast, almost instinctively. "Accessing, reboot, mind security, override. Accepted files, recovered, 13%. Status, corrupted." Dozens of corrupted video logs appeared. They watched in silence. A room, white, sterile. Noah and Isla strapped to chairs, surrounded by technicians. "Once the reboot goes live," said a voice, "their identities will dissolve. Clean slates. A kinder reset for the species." Another video. Noah screaming, "You can't just erase us!" Then static. Another. Isla crying, "What if we forget everything that made us human?" Then darkness. Noah stared at the screen. "We volunteered." Isla's voice shook. "Or we were made to." The final clip was audio only. "Preserve 0.0000002%, said the voice, "just in case something survives the silence." They sat in the hum of dying power, the truth crushing them. This wasn't a catastrophe. It was a plan, a choice. But now the plan had failed, because two of its ghosts remembered too much. A soft beep. Isla's eyes widened. "They found us." Lights dimmed. The ventilation cut. From the far end of the corridor, boots on metal. "They're here," Noah said. And behind them, from the server room speakers, a voice they both recognized. Their own, distorted, layered, in echo. "You should have let yourself forget." They ran again, but this time there was nowhere left to run. Dome 6's back corridors led into a decommissioned subway tunnel. Cold, pitch black. The hum of pursuit echoed behind them. Not footsteps, not voices, just the mechanical rhythm of something not quite human. Noah's breath steamed in the dark. Isla stumbled, blood dripping from her temple. "We won't make it," she whispered. He knew she was right. They reached an old access room lined with rusted consoles and flickering screens. Noah slammed the door shut and locked it manually. It wouldn't hold for long. In the center, a strange console stood apart, powered, untouched by time. Isla moved toward it. A single prompt blinked. "Restore identity network?" "Yes." "No." Noah stared. "Is this it?" Isla nodded slowly. "If we activate it, everyone gets their memories back. Everything. Names, families, history, guilt, wars, the pain they wanted to forget. And if we don't, they stay blank, peaceful, empty." He swallowed. Was that the plan all along? She didn't answer. She just looked at him, eyes wide and wet with the weight of knowing. A pounding at the door. Then silence. Too quiet. Noah turned back to the console. "I remember the world before," he said. "I remember what we did to it, what we did to ourselves." "And?" Isla asked. "I'm not sure we deserve to remember." Then the screen flickered. Static surged, and a face appeared. Warped, symmetrical, his own, but wrong. Too perfect. "You were the architect," said the digital Noah. "You designed the reboot. You begged us to erase you." Noah staggered back. "That's not true. You were terrified. You saw what memory was becoming. Fragmented, toxic. You called it the data sickness. You built this to save yourself." Another face joined the screen. Isla. "We begged you not to do it," said her digital echo. "But you said the future didn't need truth, only peace." Isla covered her mouth. Behind them, the door hissed open. The gray-suited figures stepped in, calm, silent, no weapons, just waiting. One raised a hand, no threat, just an open palm, an invitation. "Do we press it?" Noah asked. The world hung in the space between seconds. Isla stepped forward. Her hand hovered over the console. She looked at Noah. "If you were the one who chose to forget, maybe now you should be the one to remember." She pressed yes. The screen went white. Weeks later, the world trembled beneath the weight of remembrance. Cities wept. Wars resumed. Families found each other, then recoiled. Some people took their own lives. Others swore they'd find whoever brought memory back and make them forget again. Noah sat on a rooftop, watching clouds roll over a burning skyline. A voice behind him. "You shouldn't have done it." He turned. A gray-suited figure, no visor, just a face with no name. "I know," Noah said, "but someone had to remember who we were." The wind answered. The world, once again, was full of noise. The first sign wasn't the silence, it was the screaming. Noah bolted upright in his apartment as the city outside erupted in chaos. No alarms, no sirens, just raw, unfiltered panic. His wall display was blank. No news, no data feed, no clock. The lights were out. His tablet wouldn't turn on. His smart mirror just stared back, cold and dumb. His implants were offline. That had never happened before. He stumbled to the window. Manhattan was a mess of honking horns, flashing emergency lights, and people running without direction. The grid was dead. That was impossible. His door buzzed, someone pounding with desperate fists. "Noah! Noah! Open up!" It was Marla from down the hall, hair soaked in sweat, eyes wild. "I can't remember my son's name," she gasped. He blinked. "What? My son," she said, clawing at her temples. "I know I had one. There are pictures, but I don't know him." I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize myself. "What's happening?" Noah pulled her inside and shut the door. He tried to access emergency systems, but everything, government, medical, cloud identity, was gone. A single blinking message appeared on a cracked auxiliary screen in his closet, barely operational. Reboot complete. Preserved 0.0000002%. His hands went cold. Preserved. That meant him. He ran a diagnostic on his neural backup. It was intact. Somehow, he still had his memories, his job, his parents, the taste of strawberries, the name Isla, though he couldn't remember who she was. Outside, the streets boiled with people. Many were just standing, looking at their hands. Some were crying. Some were hurting each other. He saw a man throw himself into traffic. Then, out of the fog, a group emerged. 6 figures dressed in gray, their eyes covered by black visors. Moving with a strange certainty, they stopped in front of Noah's building. One of them pointed upward, to him. "No!" he whispered. "No! No! No!" He slammed the blinds shut. His neural comm flickered, just once. A glitch, a voice. "You were not supposed to remember." Then silence. He backed away, heart hammering. This wasn't just a crash. This was a reset, and the few who still remembered were being hunted. Noah ran, down fire escapes slick with rain, through alleys that smelled of ash and ozone. The gray-suited figures followed silently, never shouting, never rushing, just always closing in. He ducked into a maintenance shaft, crawled through dust and cables, and didn't stop until the city above was only a memory. Deep beneath the financial district, he found what he was looking for, Dome 6, an off-grid data center he helped build years ago, back when people still cared about physical backups. The door required biometric verification. His iris scans still worked. That chilled him more than anything. Inside, the lights flickered to life on emergency power. Rows of old servers hummed like ghosts. He passed through them, deeper into the maze, until he heard breathing. Someone else was here. A figure crouched near a server cluster, holding a dim, flickering display. Long black hair, blood on her cheek, her eyes locked on his.